Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rainy if you're new here. I am going to show you a tutorial to embroider on bees. If you don't know, I do have a crochet pattern that I made that is a Summerfields top that will look like this. So this is a tutorial for the bees that I put on the back, just so I can explain it better than writing it down in the pattern. So you'll want to start off with your flat piece. You'll want to start from the back so you can hide the tail in between the layers. And make sure to put a knot at the end so it'll catch it and it won't come out. Then you'll want to take the yellow yarn and you'll want to start creating layers and building up the color. You can make it as big or as little as you want, but I like this kind of distance so it doesn't kind of fall out. So just continue building up the body of the bee with the yellow. Then just flip back over to the back side of your project and you'll want to hide your yarn like you did at the very beginning. You will want to create another knot on that side as well so that none of it comes undone. And that was the body of the bee done. Next, you will want to take your black and do the exact same thing to hide your tail inside of the project like we did before. And don't forget to make the knots. After hiding your tail inside of the project, you will want to get as close to the yellow part of the bee as you can. That way the stripes aren't so far apart from the bee and it looks weird. Then just go to the other side of the bee and make your stripe. I only do about 2 because otherwise it would be a little too cluttered for the size that I did. And while we have the black, we're gonna go ahead and do the stinger as well. It might be a little bit difficult to get the stinger right next to the yellow, but it's okay if it's not. The way that the stitches are laying, it makes it a little bit harder since the stinger is small. But just kind of build up the stinger layers, kind of like the bee, but not too much because you don't want it to be bulky. And that's all that we need the black yarn for, so we can weave it in and hide the tail and make sure to knot it at the end. Now take some white yarn and do the exact same thing that we've been doing, hiding your tail, and make sure that there's a knot at the end so it doesn't come undone. And you really do want to make sure that you get as close to the bee as possible because this part is a little bit tricky with the white. There might be a little bit of a gap, but we are trying to make the wings of the bee. And with the wings, you really do want to try and layer them up as much as you can without them looking too bulky because of that gap in between, but you don't want the grass showing between the stitches. Now just repeat it on the other side of the bee. We are almost done, I promise. And then all that's left is just to hide your tail and leave a knot on the other side like we've been doing. And your bee is done. Look at how great it looks. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.